We went out just to enjoy the day, catch fish.
These were recreational fishermen that were out there on a family fishing trip off of Cedar Key where they launched their boat.
We limited out and we were done. We were just having fun, throwing bait out, enjoying the day.
These storms came in so quickly, they built up so quickly, and nobody knew they were coming exactly.
You're looking at waves going up and it started getting scary. We already had on life vests by then and just more water's coming over the boat. We started radioing Coast Guard because we were about to go down.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
And they had some interaction between themselves and the boat. They didn't get an exact position. They lost communication shortly after, but the watch standard got just enough information to know that they were in distress and also to tell them to stay with their boat no matter what they did.
And it's flipped, and now everybody's in the water. We're all trying to scramble to get back to the boat. And we're trying to figure out bearings, and a wave come over your head. And you're trying to grab on to anything and everything you can on a slick boat, and it's just like, hold on now, and you're just getting battered by waves coming over your head. My life vests keep coming off.
They were in the water for quite a while. The H-60 and the C-130 launched from Air Station Clearwater in the afternoon, searched overnight.
And you're like, okay, where are these guys at? We're screaming, doing everything cold, soaked, running out of faith at this point. We've been praying.
They have to navigate around thunderstorms to get into the search area. So it was a good 12, 13 hours of searching overnight with no results because of difficult search conditions. So we were launched in the morning. We were called in early. We were told that the other crews had been searching overnight and they needed relief on scene immediately. And we came on for what's called a first light search. What we got from sector was our first assigned search. We searched there for about an hour. We didn't find anything.
Sun came up, waves started getting a little worse again. But after about 2 hours, I thought I heard like this little buzz noise. And I'm like, no, my mind's been playing tricks on me all night long. It's nothing.
We started our own search nearby. We found something almost immediately, some white floating debris. And then after that, a full cooler full of fish. Once we found that full cooler full of fish, we knew that they were somewhere close by. This had to be our boat.
And you see this little speck. And it's a big helicopter looking for you.
Shortly after, we found 4 people sitting on top of an overturned boat. And we knew that was it.
And we just started doing circles around them. They didn't have any communications with us, obviously, so they just lowered me down. I just reassured them that they were safe. I just made sure that we had everybody accounted for, nobody was missing, and I asked them about any injuries, and we hoisted the older man first because they told me he couldn't swim, so I wanted to make sure he was safe first.
The rescue swimmer would recover one person, swim them over to the basket, we would hoist them up. Once they were actually safely in the cabin and strapped in a seat, we would get the next one until we had all 4 on board. This case was a feel-good case for us. We get a lot of cases, and they don't always end well. This was one of those where you had a very thankful family coming up, and they had spent a rough night out there on the water, and we can only imagine how rough it was. And it just felt good to see their faces and their expressions when they came up and they were thankful for being there.
We found them, and it was my first rescue, so I got this big surge of adrenaline, and I was like, wow, this is cool.
It's an honor to finally shake your hand again.
Yeah, it's an honor to shake your hand too, man.
It's great to see you so much, man. Truly,
great to see you
from
again.
all of our families, thank you. I can't even think of a word to thank you for even choosing this career. Like whatever in your childhood made you say, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, I thank that moment. Because without you guys, I wouldn't be here today, in honesty. I'm lucky to be alive. Without Coast Guard, I wouldn't be here today. My family's from Florida to South Carolina. They be missing a family member a son, cousin, brother, it doesn't matter. Thank you to the Coast Guard. It's truly a gift. Thank you.